In this video, I'm going to cover a few changes I've made to PowerSDR, as well as the change the FCC is making to the 60 meter band come February, I believe February 13th, 2026. They're getting rid of the channel 3. This is channel 1, 2, channel 3 was in here, 4 and 5. And they're getting rid of channel 3 and allowing you to use the segment that many other countries around the world have been using. And so I've made some changes here to the BandText. If you download the latest version, you want to go into Setup and General Options and hit the band text update. Get rid of that. And so now, as you move around, the band text is going to change to reflect, where you are in the band. Now I'm zoomed way out. Let me go in a little bit. So you can see a little bit more. Now, if you hit the shortwave search, not only do you get that shortwave search window, but it'll kind of highlight the channels here. So the channel 1, 2, 3 would have been in here, and 4, and then 5 is off to the side here. But now you get this whole channel, and then so as you scroll through this green section, it'll actually highlight what the different sections are. If you right click up here, you get this band text here. You'll have to zoom in more so you can kind of see what section is for what. I know in the middle here they basically been using operators have been using that for FT8 a lot. So if you hit the shortwave search, you can identify a little more identification going on. And the next next thing I've been playing with 630 meters recently. Now, if you have a Flex-5000, you can get on 630 meters. You just need an external 630 meter low pass filter, which I built something that's 100 watt capable, because you're going to have to transmit into that filter as well as receive through that filter. Now, I'm running a Flex-5000 right now, and due to an engineering change, they added the low pass filter for 160 meters actually caused it to block out everything below, so I had to go in and modify that filter to prevent it from basically cutting the transmitter off below the AM broadcast band. and then I use an external AM broadcast band filter, because the Flex-5000 does not have a broadcast band filter, versus the Flex-3000 does have one built in. Otherwise, if I didn't have that filter, you would get all these images from the AM broadcast band. So I've got it in the receive loop, just the standard AM broadcast band, but just a receive filter, and it's a notch filter, so it doesn't kill everything below the AM broadcast band. But for dealing down here, I've got to switch in the external 630 meter low pass filter, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to switch antennas. My antenna 2 port is where I have that one. Okay, so, and then I'm going to reconfigure my G5RV to a ground mounted vertical to give it a little more gain. And you can see that hump right here where I've got the filter. It cuts off everything above. Now, if you didn't have the shortwave on, you would just get this blank, you just get this blank area across the band. Put the shortwave on now, and I've added to the SWL2 file, I've added a lot of beacons down here, a lot more information. But this is the 630 meter band here. I've made a few contacts, digital contacts down here. But anyway, I just want to take you through some of the things. And now you're seeing all these signals here, and you notice there's a lot of navigational beacons still in operation down here. And let's zoom out a little bit to give you more space. Now, when you see these nav beacons. You're going to also see them here on the shortwave list, down at the bottom, where it says this nav beacon. It's a navigational beacon around airports, and these are the call signs right here for the CW signals. If you see them combined, right here, it's basically they're either 2 or 3 letters. So I've got capital and then lowercase letters, so you can kind of separate out what. There's multiple stations on the same frequency, so you never know what you're going to hear. Depends on where you're located. You can look up navigational beacons. You can find out where they are, because you're probably going to be hearing the ones that are closest to you. But it also puts it up on the screen here. And so as we go down, let's see, as we go down the band, now US stations transmit a carrier with double sideband, so you're actually hearing it off to the side of the frequency. Now right here I'm picking up a beacon. Now if I didn't have this the 630 meter low pass filter in there, a lot of these signals I would not be able to pick up, even though I have an AM broadcast band filter. It does a sensational job of lowering the noise floor. It's almost still not enough with the amount of noise. I've got a lot around the Chicago area. We have a lot of AM broadcast stations. It just swamps the radio, so having both filters in line really cleans things up. And I don't even have the noise blanker on right now. Sometimes the noise blanker will help if you get some really bad hash down here, but right now I'm not needing it. But you can clearly see there's a CW signal here. Let me zoom in a little bit more. If they're a Canadian station, they do upper sideband with a carrier. And then again, these would be the call letters right after it says nav beacon, and then they're either 2 or 3 letter call signs. Let me show you when it's a double sideband. Somewhere around here. And you can hear multiple stations because there are multiple stations on there. So, as you zoom in, you'll actually pick up a couple different call signs on the beacon as you're listening to it. Anyway, so that's all the beacons are just up and down the band. But you'll see some that look strange. You can see right here. There's a double sideband signal here. That's a US beacon. Anyway, then you go down, I can go all the way down to the WWVB, the time signal that, oh, and then by the way, here's the other band. There's the 630 meter band, and then there's the, 2200 meter band. That's here as well. And then you go down to WWVB, and let's zoom in. There's WWVB. And there's a decoder program you can use, multi-PSK free program, and they give you a program called Clock. Now I've got a time sync clock built into PowerSDR, but it's for the WWV, the standard WWV on 2.55, 10, 15 megahertz, and I've got a decoder to read that, but this reads a little different. I'm going to have to make a decoder for this one, but I am at 60 kilohertz right now, and I am picking up that signal, and the multi-PSK clock reader does read it, so it is picking up the actual WWVB off my G5RV. There's a lot of other signals. A lot of other signals around, but a lot of other beacons. More than you'd think. I'm picking up a beacon there. So there's just a lot of stuff down at the bottom of the band. Anyway, that's it.